Hi guys, today I would like to announce a new EUC World update that is planned to be released at the end of this month, at the end of April. This new update will introduce three most important features. The first one is Samsung Watch support. It's ready, it's finished, and it works quite well. I was impressed how long this watch runs on the single charge. I was expecting it to be on par with the Wear OS application, but actually today I realized that after 3 hours of riding with the constant alarms vibrating, because I was getting constantly speed alerts. So even with the vibration active many times, but of course the screen was off. I don't use my watch to read the speed and other parameters, at least now when I'm wearing my jacket, so taking a look to my watch is slightly complicated. But I use it to receive a vibration alert. So with the watch running with the display off, but with the constant vibrations, it's drawn about 20% of battery. So 3 hours and 20% of battery is quite good. I think that even if you will often take a look at the watch and you won't use a display constantly on, so every time you will move your wrist it will turn on for a while, so you'll be able to read out speed, battery, temperature and other parameters, and it will turn off after a while. So I think with this regime you will be able to get 5, 6 or 7 or maybe more hours of EUC World companion application running on the watch. I think it's quite good. This is the Tizen watch. This application will work on, I think, every Tizen that is of version 3.0 or newer. Maybe I will prepare also it for Tizen 2.3. I don't know. For now it works on Gear S3 and all newer Gear watches. Okay, this was Tizen watch application, Samsung was watch application support. Second thing, second feature that should be very interesting for KingSong users is the possibility to downgrade, to roll back a firmware update. So, for example, if you will install a new firmware from KingSong and you'll find that this is working worse than previous firmware, you will be able to easily roll back, downgrade to older version. So this should help many users that, for example, updated to some firmware and found that this firmware works. Okay, for example, there is some problems with stability, or the behavior of new firmware is not satisfactory, so you can always roll back to the previous firmware, so no problem when deciding if you want to upgrade or not. So for now there will be no problem. You can make upgrade, test it, and if you find it's not as good as previous, you can always roll back to previous firmware. So KingSong users will be able to downgrade their wheels to previous, to older firmware. So this is the second feature. And the third feature, I think it's most attractive because it's AVAS. And what is AVAS? AVAS is an acronym from Acoustic Vehicle Alerting System. It's a feature originally made for electric vehicles that are silent when moving, especially with the low speed. Many people does not hear that something is approaching and may enter the road, so it's unsafe. So new electric vehicles are required to have AVAS on board. This AVAS works in this way that it emits some sound. Sound, for example, of a classical car. So it's heard. So someone is about to enter the road will hear that something is approaching, and this is certainly it's a safer situation. Of course, our wheels are also quiet, but of course the risk is much smaller. But still, many of you would like to have your wheel generate some sounds. Not only to warn other people that you are here or you are approaching some pedestrians or something, but also you'd like your wheel to sound like a chopper, like a heavy truck, like a airplane, spaceship, Jetson sound, or something. Anything you will imagine, and anything that can be recorded can be played by Avis. For a while I will show you how it works. But in short, Avis in EUC World will be able to play few sounds, and three independent sounds will be played according to actual speed, to battery or motor current, or wheel temperature. So for example, you can get a revving sound from sound that is linked with speed, most obvious case. But you can also add a whine to a battery current that will respond to the wheel load. So, for example, when you're starting and the battery current is highest, the whine pitch will be high, and when the current will drop, the pitch will drop also. So you can get in this way you can get effect of turbocharger. You can also link some sound with the temperature. So when your wheel gets hotter, you will hear the difference in the sound. So using three sounds that are dependent on speed, the current, and the temperature, you can get really interesting and fascinating sound effects. In addition, you have two sounds, startup sound and turn-off sound. So for example, you can have a startup sound that will sound like a jet motor spinning up. You can have a startup sound like cranking motor or something. Actually, I think your creativity and the imagination is the limit. So you can create very interesting sound effects. I expect my users to create own sounds, and I hope they will share their sounds with other users, so we can share different sound scenarios. By default, with EUC World, there will be a sound set of Harley-Davidson Fatboy, and there will be also additional sound of turbocharger. But of course, as I said, you can define your own sound samples and create your own sound effects with your wheel. It's really a great experience. I've been riding today first time with Avis on, and my wheel sounded like a chopper with a turbocharger. Really nice experience. Completely different from previous riding when my wheel was completely silent. You have to try this with this Avis. Okay, now I will show you the first example. This is a standard sound set that will be included with the EUC World without turbo effect. So startup sound, turn off sound, idling sound, and speed dependent sound. Take a look. Okay, this was a first example. It was a standard sound set that is available in the EUC World 140, and but there is also another sound that is normally off. I mean current dependent sound. So if you take your EUC World and turn on this current dependent sound, you will get the same motorbike sound, but with additional high pitched whine that is dependent on the battery current or motor current, and will respond to your motor load exactly in the same way like standard normal turbocharger does. So this is the EUC World Avis with a turbocharger. Take a look. Okay, it's Avis. As you can see and hear, it's a very nice feature that can make your wheel to sound like anything. Avis may be used to increase your safety, increase safety of maybe people or pedestrians, and also Avis may be used just to have a fun. So this feature is, I think, is really great. I was riding today and was very impressed with the effects. Samsung Watch support and KingSong downgrade support is free. So this will be available to every EUC World user, but Avis will be available only to premium users. So I ask you to support EUC World to help me further create and develop this application, to maintain entire infrastructure like servers, like internet connections and many others. So by supporting EUC World, you will get access to AVAS and to other premium features, and I will be able to develop these applications and to give you always the best software to enhance your riding experience. I think that's all. So just few days to release, just few days to get Avis into action. I'm pretty sure that you will be happy. And remember, if you have any questions, any issues, any suggestions, write to me. Bye.